Hello, this is Victor at Mercedes.com. This video is for Aaron in Ohio, and this is E320 throttle body ASR model, and it's being bench tested right now. It's been on the bench for quite a long time because 6-cylinder throttle bodies, they have tendencies for coil issues, so just wanted to make sure that when it gets hot it does not shut down, and it is working great. So let's just take a temperature reading real quick. So we are around 106, somewhere around there. It's 106. So that's pretty warm. This is not energized throttle body. As you can see, this throttle's temperature is 70 something, 70 degrees. So this one is much hotter because it's been working. Aluminum case dissipates heat pretty well, so therefore this unit on the outside is obviously cooler than what's happening on the inside. So this is fine with me. This is basically very good temperature, very warm. So let's see, it's been working like this for about maybe 16 hours or so. So I have it on the bench for so long, overnight plus today all day, and as you can see it works great. Let's just shut down my little actuator. So just do it by hand. As you can see, works great. Wires were bad. I mean, they were falling apart already, so therefore it had to be done. I bent the attachment point over here, this attachment ball, and this is basically how unit looks. Cleaned it off as much as I could. There's a little bit of oxidation, but that is expected from aluminum part. Now the gasket I left alone because it's stuck to it very well, and the gasket is in good condition. Mercedes gaskets are sort of like rubberized units, so they're not really compressible, so you do not want to use paper gasket. So this is the one you want. So it is good, so I would reuse it, so there's no problems here. So this is how it looks on the case, so it looks good. Now let's take a look at readings that computer sees. So basically now we have e-gas module and throttle body connected with each other. So let's go back to idle. So we see here 4.25 and 4.25 and 0.5. So this is about within specs, that's fine. So usually you see 0.24, but 0.100 of the volt is not a problem, and that's all within specifications. That's not a problem at all. So it looks pretty good to me. So once we open throttle plate, so we have our micro switches change their positioning from on off to off on. That's great. And voltages on top, as you can see, also change. So more we move our linkage on the throttle body, more of the voltage change happens. So this is just great. Again, I'm gonna if I'm gonna put it back, let's say to idle position, so micro switches change their locations, and so do the voltages. Again, 1/100th of a volt is not really a big problem. That's totally fine. So basically right now at this point I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, it works fine and I don't have problem with it. The linkage, actually I'm looking at the linkage right now, this actual plate. Maybe I'll bend it back out a little more because it does seem to be bent. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but to the naked eye it is going downwards, like right here. So I probably pry it up slightly because I mean it's not really a big problem. Let's see, let me see, hold on a second. Let me see if I get my, okay, so here we go, we got the flathead. Now this has to be done carefully, so if you happen to bend your linkage, it's welded over here, so Obviously you would like to do it when it's warm, and also you'd like to do it when, you know, not too much of the stress, and then you know, gotta be careful. So let me try to bend it back. I'm doing it with one hand. That's not recommended, but I've done many of these things, so let's see if I can succeed doing this right now. Oops. Yeah, see, I have to hold the throttle, the throttle body itself. When it's warm, obviously all the metals are a little softer, so it's obviously ideal to do it when it's warm. Yeah, this is better, much better, but again, this is not super principle, because the attachment point is round, so by any means necessary it's going to shift over this ball, so it's not going to be a problem. But to me right now, this is actually pretty much okay. It's pretty straight. That's totally fine. So anyway, I made this video way too long. So at this point, as you can see, throttle body is operational. It works fine. We have activation, and it's tested for many hours. I might have to just play just a little bit more with the linkage when I finish with this video, but it's ready to go, and off it goes. This is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching. It's final readings on idle. That's about what I see with all throttle bodies: 4.24, 4.48, 49. I'm sorry. Listen, this is about the readings. So we're pretty good. So this is all. Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.